Imagine a world where the ocean isn't just a vast, endless expanse, but a living, breathing entity that shapes your every move. For the Chumash people of California, the sea was their guide, their protector, and their spiritual center. Their story is one of deep connection, resilience, and respect for nature, a story that's been passed down for generations through their iconic plank canoes, the tomols. But what happens when the very force that sustained them begins to change? Let's dive into the untold story of a people whose mastery of the ocean still holds powerful lessons for us today. The Chumash people, native to the southern coastal regions of California, were a society deeply intertwined with the Pacific Ocean. Known for their advanced seafaring skills, the Chumash developed remarkable plank canoes, or tomols, which not only served as vital tools for transportation, but also symbolized a profound spiritual connection to the ocean. Their lives, economy, and culture were inseparable from the sea, and the art of navigating its vast expanse defined their way of life in ways that continue to inspire awe and admiration today. The construction of the tomol was a feat of craftsmanship and ingenuity. These canoes, built from planks of redwood or pine, were carefully crafted to be both lightweight and durable. The process of constructing a tomol was labor-intensive and required the combined knowledge of generations. The planks were sewn together using plant fibers, and the structure was designed to bend with the waves, ensuring that the vessel could withstand the unpredictable nature of the ocean. But for the Chumash, the creation of the tomol was not only a technical achievement. It was a sacred act, one that reflected the symbiotic relationship between the people and the natural world. The tomol was considered a spiritual vessel, a companion that would guide and protect the people on their journeys across the sea. These journeys, which took the Chumash far beyond the shores they called home, were an essential aspect of their culture and economy. The Chumash were not merely fishermen, they were expert traders, and their seafaring abilities allowed them to establish trade routes across the Pacific coast. They exchanged goods like shell beads, obsidian, and other precious materials with neighboring tribes, creating a complex network of exchange that spanned vast distances. Through these trade routes, the Chumash were able to access materials and goods that were not available in their immediate environment, enhancing their quality of life and strengthening relationships with other coastal tribes. But these exchanges were not merely economic, they were deeply cultural. The act of trading across the ocean helped to foster a sense of connection between distant peoples, reinforcing the idea that the ocean was not a barrier but a bridge. The tomol was, in this sense, a unifying force, bringing together diverse communities in the spirit of mutual respect and cooperation. The Chumash people understood that their survival depended not only on their relationship with the ocean, but also on their ability to connect with others. Yet, despite their profound connection to the sea, the Chumash were not immune to the larger forces that were shaping the world around them. The arrival of European explorers and settlers in the Americas brought significant challenges to the Chumash way of life. The intrusion of foreign diseases, the destruction of their lands, and the disruption of their social structures had a profound impact on the Chumash people. As their villages were dismantled and their traditions were threatened, the tomol, once a symbol of their mastery over the ocean, began to fade into the background. The Chumash people's enduring connection to the sea and the tomol is a testament to their resilience and their ability to adapt to changing circumstances. Even in the face of tremendous loss, the Chumash held onto the teachings of their ancestors and continued to honor the ocean that had sustained them for generations. Today, the legacy of the Chumash can still be seen in their descendants, who continue to celebrate their heritage and maintain a deep respect for the natural world. The ocean, which once served as a source of sustenance and spirituality, remains a powerful symbol of the Chumash people's identity. The tomol represents more than just a tool for transportation. It is a symbol of the unbreakable bond between humanity and nature, a reminder that the Chumash, like the ocean itself, are part of a larger, interconnected world. Their mastery over the sea, their ability to navigate its vast expanse, and their spiritual reverence for the ocean's power offer valuable lessons for modern society. The Chumash remind us that to thrive, we must live in harmony with the natural world, recognizing that the Earth's rhythms, like the tides of the ocean, shape who we are and who we are yet to become. In today's world, where many feel increasingly disconnected from nature, the Chumash people's relationship with the ocean offers a poignant reminder of the importance of environmental stewardship, respect for indigenous knowledge, and the interconnectedness of all life. The tomol may no longer serve as the primary vessel for transportation or trade, but its legacy endures as a symbol of the Chumash people's resilience, resourcefulness, and reverence for the natural world. It stands as a testament to the wisdom of a people who understood that the ocean was not just a source of food or a means of travel, but a sacred entity that should be treated with the utmost respect. The story of the Chumash and their tomol is not merely a historical account. It is a call to action for future generations. It asks us to consider our own relationship with the natural world, to remember that the land, sea, and sky are not separate from us but are integral parts of who we are. The Chumash lived their lives with a profound understanding of this truth, and in doing so, they left behind a legacy that continues to inspire those who seek to understand the deep connection between humanity and the earth. In reflecting on the Chumash people's mastery of the ocean and their reverence for the tomol, we are reminded of the power of culture to shape our lives. The Chumash were not simply surviving, they were thriving, deeply rooted in their traditions, their land, and their ocean. As we face the challenges of the modern world, we too must find ways to navigate the currents of our time with the same wisdom, resilience, and respect for the natural world that the Chumash embodied. Only then can we hope to build a future where humanity and nature are once again in harmony, just as the Chumash were able to achieve through their enduring relationship with the sea. If you found this story of the Chumash people's remarkable connection to the ocean inspiring, don't let it end here. Let's spread their wisdom and resilience together. Hit that like button if you believe in the power of nature and the importance of honoring our roots. Drop a comment below. What lessons from the Chumash people do you think we could apply to today's world? Share this with your friends and family, and let's start a conversation about our relationship with the earth and the sea. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on more powerful stories that remind us of the beauty, strength, and wisdom in every culture. Together, we can create a future where we live in harmony with the world around us. Let's keep the conversation going.